The voice of the people is the voice of reason, and a listening leader should not jettison such. This, the All Progressives Congress at all levels of government is trying to do. They are ready to cushion the effect of the subsidy removal, which has raised the price of litre of fuel with attendant ripple effect on cost of living. The federal government recently made a move to seek 500 billion naira supplementary budget for palliatives.
The request has become necessary in order to, among other things, source for funds necessary to provide palliatives to mitigate the effect of the recent removal of fuel subsidy on Nigerians.
Few days ago, under the aegis of National Economic Council, a meeting chaired by Vice President Kashim Shettima with governors of the 36 states of the Federation, the Director General of the Nigerian Governors Forum, as well as stakeholders from the World Bank and other agencies of government, considered integrity tests on state social registers, cash transfers, which will be done via state social registers subject to state peculiarities among other palliative measures.
We also talked about ensuring that we paid our public servants outstanding liabilities, whichever way, if it's their pension, if it's their gratuities, if it's their leave bonuses, and so on and so forth. And that is a front burner item because we believe that this would immediately bring succor to our people.
As one of the federating units, Ogun State government has finally rolled out stopgap measures by releasing 13 nuggets that would take care of public servants, pensioners, and the general public as Nigerians cope with the new economic reality. From cash palliative of 10,000 naira each for public servants, hazard allowance for health workers, peculiar allowance for public servants, labor leaders in Ogun State commended the state government for this quick intervention.
Intervention on fuel subsidy removal is enormous. It is on the wall, and the circular has been sent to individual trade center, including GNC. Well, it has been long awaited, and we really want to appreciate His Excellency for this very beautiful and kind gesture extended to the workforce of our state.
And with this palliative, we have identified that the governor is a friendly governor, and he meant well for the workers in the state.
Other icing on the cake include the release of promotion letters for 2021 and 2022, payment of March and April 2023 leave bonuses, immediate cash backing for the quarterly payment of gratuities of pensioners, and commencement of food palliatives to the vulnerable.
This is for our members to put in the best, and it is uncommon gift from the governor. Within the period of 5 years, or 4.5 years as it were, we are this promotion for good years.
Secretary to the Ogun State government, Mr. Tokunbo Talabi, while speaking with OGTV News, said implementation would never be a problem, as Governor Dapo Abiodun painstakingly highlighted and approved the 13 nuggets, as it will cushion the effect of subsidy removal on all and sundry, pending the federal government's final plan.
It takes into consideration everybody, whether you are in active service, whether you are retired, whether you are in specialized services like medical, whether you are in general services like admin, people on the streets, people in the rural areas. We made sure that there is something for everybody. So when we said that we're going to distribute palliatives like food and all that, we already know people, and we have people, social investment officers, SIOs, that we have employed to go into the communities, tell us what the people are doing, tell us what they are saying. Let us have a first feel of how they are feeling so that we can create a proper measure in terms of palliative. We know what their needs are. And if you look at this administration, we just don't do anything, and it is part of our inclusiveness policy. We ask you, what do you want at this time?
Mr. Talabi, while speaking on other nuggets, which include road infrastructure intervention, conversion of state mass transit buses to CNG, launch of electric tricycles, motorbikes, as well as distribution of fertilizers to farmers, said the government is sincere and feel the pains of the people at this crucial time.
When you trust your government to do the right thing, there will be less friction. When the government trusts you to do the right thing, there will be less friction. I think that the element of trust and whatever is brought in. If you remember that when this palliative issue came up, His Excellency took an initiative by himself and invited Labour and said, look, Labour, I know this thing is going to impact on you, irrespective of what the federal is doing. Let's sit down and look at how we can make life easy for everybody.
The food palliatives to the vulnerable will include rice, gari, beans and maize, while the Gateway Trading Company has been mandated to establish food distribution outlets across the state and must sell the items at the rate obtainable in the market before removal of fuel subsidy. Bumi Adigun, OGTV News.